Today I'm bringing up Deuteronomy 22:5, which is the main verse used against transsexuals and transgenders. And the KJV says this verse is, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that to do so are an abomination to the Lord thy God." The NIV says, "A woman must not wear men's clothing, nor a man wear women's clothing, for the Lord your God detests anyone who does this." These verses are not, in fact, about what clothes men and women should wear. The KJV word translated as pertaineth is the Hebrew word kaleh, which means article, vessel, implement, or utensil. The NIV assumes that which pertains to a man is his clothing. By assuming that, it makes this verse about social status, since that was often shown by the clothing one was wearing. So, in essence, this verse would more or less be saying a woman must not rise to the stature of a man, and a man must not lower his stature to that of a woman. This translation does not take into account the Hebrew word for man that follows kaleh. That word in Hebrew is geber. This is not just a man, though. This is specifically a strong man, soldier, or warrior. The word for man or male would be ish. That would render this verse better translated as, "The woman shall not put on the weapons or armor of a warrior, neither shall a warrior put on the woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God." This is also a verse that applies to ceremonial law. We see that because the surrounding verses are all ceremonial laws, and thus the word abomination is the same as in Leviticus. It does not mean that the transgendered or cross-dressers are sinning by wearing the opposite gender's clothing. It is a cultural thing. It's much the same as the caste system in India. Christians today believe that the ceremonial laws and sacrificial laws no longer pertain to them because the tearing of the veil, which signified that a high priest was no longer needed to be the middleman between the people and God.